Patricia Wenskunas is the founder and CEO of Crime Survivors. As a survivor of violent crime herself, she explains to California Insider's Siamak Karami why the state is prioritizing the rights of offenders over victims.
Because I really do wish that victims and survivors would share their stories. So many victims and survivors are scared to speak out because of new laws like AB 109, Prop 47, Prop 57, all these laws that coddle criminals and offenders.
She's been advocating for victim rights for almost 2 decades. Wenskunas helped pass California's Marsy's Law in 2008 that gives an additional 17 rights to the victims. But Wenskunas says victims are not getting all their rights.
And then when you think about victims not wanting to come forward because they're afraid of being re-victimized, or they're actually being re-victimized by a system that's supposed to protect them, that's supposed to provide justice in their cases, and they're not getting it. Victims are being re-victimized, they're being trampled all over, while on the other side, the offenders and criminals are getting all of their rights. They're actually getting more rights than the victims and survivors are, and the offenders are provided with legal, they're provided with food, they're provided with laptops, they're provided with all of these things that victims are not even given.
Wenskunas gives an example of a victim of crime who is struggling to resume a normal life.
I just worked with a domestic violence victim, and she called to tell me that there was $1 bail. The bail was set at $1. And she's like, he's going to get out, he's going to come back and kill me. What am I supposed to do now? She has to relocate, she has to register with the Safe at Home program, she has to work with advocates, she has to work with our organization. She has to be able to fear for her life while this individual is getting out on $1 and he just goes back to his life, whether he's working, whether he's doing whatever he wants in the community to assault or re-victimize, whether it's her, her children, or somebody else. That's very dangerous.
She said rape victims don't report crime to law enforcement because they are afraid the offender would see their case in the media, get released, and threaten them again. Wenskunas believes in rehabilitation for criminals, but also balancing the scales of justice to equally help survivors.